There's more to Tuscany than just the Val d'Orcia and Florence. There's lots of other little towns and villages that you can visit that offer so many things for any photographer, such as the town that we're in right now, which is called Pietrasanta. So it's got an old cathedral, which is something that I love to photograph, as well as some really nice old streets. And there's also an art exhibition in the middle of town right now, so it's proving an absolute minefield, a gold mine of things to photograph. So I just flick up what it is that I've been photographing in these beautiful old streets in this Tuscan town of Pietrasanta. It's our second full day in Tuscany, and we've come to the city of Pisa. Of course, Pisa is known for that leaning tower, but if you go away from the leaning tower and the Piazza dei Miracoli, there's lots of other things to do and to see, so it's worth getting out from that square and just having a look around the city. For us at the moment, it is about 1:30, 2 o'clock. The sun is beating down, and the easiest thing that we can do is actually just take some time out from walking around and go into the botanical gardens and just relax a little bit with, well, you can say relax, but there's lots of mosquitoes around at the moment, the tiger mosquitoes, which are very, very frustrating at this time of year. What can you do? Well, there's not a lot you can do. That's just how it can be in this area in the summer. So we're just going to take our time relaxing, and we'll take you around the city when we can and show you what we can. We've come to the city of Livorno on the coast of Tuscany, and it's somewhere my wife had said to me, let's go and have a look and see what's there. And I have to say, for me, it's one of the very last big towns or cities in Tuscany that I haven't ever visited. And I have to say, it's kind of a reason why there's not much of it in the guidebooks at all. I can't see myself ever falling in love with the city of Livorno. It's got its nice corners, but it's just not really my thing. There is the famous terrazza, which is just on the, it's like a promenade in front of the sea. But even the pictures I've seen of that, they just kind of look a bit too, I would say maybe photoshopped, because the tiles look black and white, and they definitely don't look very black and white from what I can see. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave you with some footage of what I've done of Livorno itself, and a couple of pictures. I've taken at most maybe 4 pictures of Livorno, and that's about it. We were going to stay until sunset, and I'm not sure if that would happen or not, because I'd like to have done a really nice picture of the terrazza with the black and white tiles around the evening light, but I just don't think it'll happen. It may do, it may not, because at the moment, as you may be able to see over my shoulder, there's lots of cloud that's come over, which is nice in one way because the temperature's dropped from the baking temperatures that we've had the last couple of days in the mid-30s, and the just heat has just been impossible at times. So I'll just leave you with some of the B-roll footage that I've shot at Livorno. Enjoy it if you can, but tomorrow we're off to Lucca. Lucca I've been to and I know is a lot more interesting than Livorno. It's our last day in Tuscany and we are in the city of Lucca. It's the end of the day, it's about 5:30 or so, and this city is actually protected by a wall, and it's also protected by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. I came here first of all about 4 years ago when my son was about a year old, and now he's quite capable of walking these walls by himself, and we're going to show my family the beauties of the city of Lucca. We've come up the bell tower of the cathedral in Lucca for the very simple reason that the front facade of the cathedral is covered in scaffolding. And what's really frustrating is, as my wife pulls my two terrors away, is that the scaffolding is coming down in about 1 month's time. That is very, very frustrating for me, as I've waited about 4 years to come back to Lucca and to be able to get the facade of the cathedral, because it is a beautiful facade of that cathedral. But in any case, you can see up here from the top of the bell tower there's a really nice view. But of course the other problem with the view is that there's a grille, but you can get round it if you put your lens right up against the grille, and I have got a couple of shots of the rooftops of Lucca from up here, so I'll flick those up in just a minute. But definitely grille like this isn't a game changer if you use a very wide aperture, and you should have a decent lens and you should get some nice sharp shots. Well, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw from Lucca. We didn't do too much in Lucca because we arrived about 5 o'clock or so in the afternoon, and a lot of things that you could do in the city were closing down, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, that's how it can be. It was very, very hot in Italy, and so we had to be very careful being out in the sun all day. We did actually get burnt on our, I think it was the 4th day out when we went to the beach. But in any case, hopefully you've enjoyed what it is we got up to on the coast of Tuscany, and there's a few things coming up over the next couple of weeks. In a few days time, certainly after filming this, my wife and I will be off to Krakow, as I have a job to do for the city of Krakow. When I come back, I've then got a talk to do for Globetrotters in London on the, I think it's the Saturday the 1st of September, and then I come back from London, and then on the, I think it's the 6th of September, I head off to Mongolia for 3 weeks. So there's a lot coming up over the next couple of weeks, certainly vlogging wise. Until that time, hopefully you've enjoyed, as I said, what it is we got up to. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And thanks again to all my old subscribers who keep coming along and commenting on what it is that I'm doing. Until the next time, see you later.